appreciate that he's getting better in the mid-range. I appreciate his jump shot is what it is. But you don't have to force that shit like that every time. Like you forcing step back threes when we know how explosive you are. You can be getting downhill.
Let's talk about Ant-Man. He is 7 on this list.
Number 7.
Is this too low?
I think he was. I think that's.
Well, Mitchell been better than him this year, and I've come around on that last month. So
have you now?
At one point, I did have Ant ahead.
Is that right?
I moved Mitchell ahead of him this year.
I think as of late, Mitch probably has been a little better, but I still got Ant was 5th on my list personally.
Yeah, I would take Ant. I mean, Ant's having a career season.
I don't know why you looking at me like that. I can't wait till we get through down to the nitty gritty because I know you're going to be a hypocrite when it comes to the list. I know that's coming.
I think 7's valid for Ant.
That's why I have him. Yeah, that's actually why I
may be a little high. It is what it is. I haven't
had
Anthony Edwards at 7. No big deal.
That's a big deal. That's a big gap.
I feel like
not really.
Yeah, it is.
It's 2 spots.
I feel like the mid-range has improved this year with him. Is that fair? I feel like the mid-range has improved this year.
And mid-range improved, but his shot selection just got worse for some reason.
What do you mean his shot selection?
He made all them threes last year.
That nigga just shoots some. Bro, Ant played some bad ass, but over the last month for sure, that nigga been playing some bad ass basketball.
He been kind of tripping.
Bro, that shit just horrible. Like I appreciate that he's getting better in the mid-range. I appreciate his jump shot is what it is. But you don't have to force that shit like that every time. Like you forcing step back threes when we know how explosive you are. You can be getting downhill.
Remember, Jordan, they do have some lows offensively where they're not able to get buckets, and he is their better scorer. He's their best scorer.
I would argue when they have those lows, I would say a lot of it is his fault too. Though they settle for too many bullshit ass jump shots. Way too many. I'm talking, for sure. He's the leader, but the Timberwolves.
Well,
specifically, they take bad shots.
That's where I was going with it.
Their defense can't even be good too. Like I tell people this all the time: if your offense is shit, your defense is shit. Most of the time, when you take a badass shot, you're going the other way with that. It leads to bad defense a lot of times, and they do that too many times in the game, especially when the game gets close. Like if it's a 7-point game, I don't need Ant. What game was that came on like last weekend?
Against the Clippers.
Yeah, I watched Ant take 3 threes in a row. Julius Randle came down and took one, and then Rudy Gobert did some bullshit at the rim. 5 straight bad possessions. Now you get your ass blown out.
Now would that be because Ant? But would that be because of Ant's shot selection, or
he took 3 bad shots?
Okay, with him taking 3 bad shots, you think that that just compounded everybody else, or it would just be because that's how the offense is? Like for example, I said this to you. You and me had this conversation where their offense can get stagnant. I got Rudy Gobert on the left wing coming all the way to the other side of the floor, having to set a screen on Ant. Now we're at 9-8 seconds, and now we got to rush. As opposed to when the offense is flowing, if Julius Randle has the ball in the wing and he's moving it, and the ball moves a little bit more with Minnesota, I feel like their offense is a lot more proficient.
Well, their offense has been good. It's their defense, though. Like that's been the main issue.
Well, the reason why it's their defense because a lot of their guys on the wing. I think that's the biggest problem with them. They don't gain rebound as much as they should. They should not fall off a cliff the way that they do when Rudy is off the floor, considering what they have. And they do.
Their backup big situation defensively, like they've started playing Berenger just because not Reed at the 5 defensively is a disaster.
Awful.
So that's really just, they rely on Gobert so much.
Together
is awful. Yeah. Absolutely awful.
I just think, and as y'all know, I was the one last year saying Ant was a top 5 player in the NBA. I was the one.
And I'm with you. Last year he was up there. He was
I kept saying that, and then
but he's better to me this year.
If you think that he's a top 5 player,
he got better.
Then you have to think. If you think that, how far last season was the gap between him and Donovan Mitchell?
What? Remember, it wasn't no gap. He was better. So whoa, chill. You be trying to sneak that bullshit in there. How far was the gap? It wasn't no gap. That nigga was better.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
If he's asking that too, I said Ant was better.
No, but he insinuating Donovan Mitchell had a lead on him.
But he doesn't believe.
Yeah, he do.
No, I'm saying last year we had these arguments. I told him I thought Ant was clearly better than Donovan Mitchell last year. So I'm saying the gap was always there for me. He thought he was better in part due to the seeding. He thought that Donovan Mitchell took a reduced sacrificial role for the sake of the team. Remember, I was having a Darius Garland prop last year.
Yes, you did.
The most important offensive
Mobley too
for them last year. And I said that Donovan, even without a reduced role, was inefficient relative to the other peers that you're putting him in the conversation with, as opposed to Ant, who improved across the board and was shooting 10 threes a game, 40% from 3 through March 1st.
Yeah.
This year, I think Ant had been worse than Donovan Mitchell. For several different reasons, in part because of the defense.
Do you still think he had better play? Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, but ask Chill what he meant by the gap. That's it.
So if somebody is better than somebody, there is either a gap.
Name the player though. Name the player that's better than somebody.
Let's see.
No. Out of Donovan Mitchell and Anthony Edwards.
Okay, so SGA, for example. Okay, let's stay with Ant. Let's stay with Ant and Donovan. Let's stay with Ant and Donovan Mitchell.
Name the player that's better first.
I think that Donovan Mitchell is better than Anthony Edwards.
To this year, just in general.
Period. I think he's a better. I think he's better than. Yeah, I think he's the best two guard in the game.
God bless.
I still stand on that. And the reason why I was asking you, Swipe, because if you think that Ant has been playing better this year, either has the gap closed, has he passed him?
I think Ant's having a on par season worse in some ways. Mitchell's having a much better year than he did last year.
Okay. I just feel like when it comes to Ant. Ant is so polarizing, and the aesthetics with him, the athleticism, the finishing, that stuff just makes people, they're so attracted to him because of that, right? Yep. When I say attracted, I mean, as a basketball player, he just attracts so much attention as a basketball, being able to play above the rim, being able to finish around the rim, his athleticism when he gets up off the jump shot. Aesthetically, it just looks so awesome.
Yeah.
However, when you look at Anthony Edwards, there are some holes. But because he's so polarizing as an athlete, we kind of look past that sort of stuff. And I get it. I 100% get it. I think he's the 7th best player.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't have a problem.
You had D-Mitch at 6?
Yes, I did. Yes, sir, I did.
That's rather high.
Yes, sir, I did.
That is high.
But D-Mitch is your guy. I kind of expect that. I
did. Yes, sir, I did. I think it's interesting too, real talk, because when I said, I think this was last year, and you talked about me being early more than these dudes talked about me being wrong. I still think we're probably, Real Talk thinks that next year. I still think we're 2, maybe 3 years tops away. I think Anthony Edwards is going to be the best guard in the league. Not the best 2 guard in the league. I think he's going to be the best guard in the league within the next 3 years.
Shea, man.
Yes, and y'all dudes told me a year ago that Luka's still around, and I think Luka is awesome. I'm not going to argue that point. And I think Shea has become the best scorer in the game this season. I believe that he's actually surpassed what I thought Luka was. But Anthony Edwards, in addition to the aesthetics, he's improved at almost everything that he's trying to get better at. Like, he became a better playmaker. He became a better mid-range shooter. I want to see the defense get better because I was in the building when they played against the Heat. Yeah. He's chilling off the basketball. Yeah, when his man had the ball, he is hanging out.
I told you.
When I realized that Ant had a long way to go defensively was at the Olympics, when there was in the pre-Olympics when he started. And then he had to be taken out the lineup. And then Devin Booker became that guy at the Olympics. Yeah. That's when I knew he had a long way to go. But with these lists, it's very interchangeable to me, sort of month by month. But Chill, to your point, what does this list look like in like 12 months? When Wemby's going crazy, like there's going to be a time where Wemby is the undisputed best player in the world. Yeah. It's just a matter of when that comes. And when we can accept that.
I don't know if 12 months is fast enough, because here's my bold prediction. I think when we see Wembanyama in the playoffs, everybody gonna be coming off the Wemby train quickly after this playoff.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the hoes go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out here did raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.